grab that. And I don't need to get nothing else. Headed to the bank to deposit that check. And we love that. Just because they have the potential to be a great father, the potential to be a great husband, doesn't mean that they actually going to evolve into that. But baby, that inner work, I've been putting it in. All right, family, what's up? Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's a new day. Hope y'all are feeling good. I am getting ready to get into the day. Ooh, it's hot. Let me throw these windows down. Make it make sense. I am getting ready to get into the day, y'all. Ooh, your girl got some things she needs to take care of. Excuse my little area right here. Y'all, I had some stuff I needed to fit in my back seat, so I had to take one of these toddler seats of my kids and just sit it up here. Of course, they won't with me. They won't riding up here. Gotta clarify, because some people be giving the Lulu. But I just took the seat from back there and just crashed it down here so that I could put some boxes back there. But anywho, I hope y'all are doing good this morning. I hope y'all are feeling good. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on that post notification bell so you're notified every single time I drop another video. Definitely need to turn these windshield wipers off. That goes to show you how long it's been since I have been anywhere, because it was raining the last time and it's been hot consecutively multiple days. So I have a full to-do list today, guys. First thing I'm going to do is head to Target, because if you've been up to date with the vlogs, hopefully this vlog goes out after that vlog, but if you've been up to date with the vlogs, I did a kids bathroom tour of the kids bathroom, and it's so adorable. Y'all saw me set it up and all of that, and then do the final tour of it. And so these are some items that did not work. Some rug, like this one rug. If you watched the video, you already know the items that didn't work, because you saw me try to make them work, but they just didn't work. So I'm going to return those items. Got me my energy bar. This is a protein energy bar. Flavor is cookie dough. It's 15 grams of protein. When I first bought these, I did not like them at all, but they've grown on me, and they're 15 grams and they're energy. I need both, the protein and the energy. So they actually grew on me. Of course, I have my Stanley, because if you ain't drinking your water, what are you doing? And my trainer has me drinking 3 of these a day. So I ain't gonna do too much talking, but let's get into the day. Y'all seen the title, so we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that for sure, because that's a really raw and transparent update with what's going on right now. But we gotta knock out the list. We got to knock out the list. So I am first going to head to Target. Y'all, real life update. Look at this. This ball was under my truck and I forgot about it. The boys was playing ball outside and it went under there and I forgot to get it. So y'all, I had to take that all the way back up to my porch. I thought something was wrong with my truck for a second, but it wasn't. Just my son's basketball underneath my truck. I remember when we was playing outside and it went under there and I said I would get it and I didn't get it, and then look, parenting life be like. All right, y'all, so I am on the way to Target. Y'all, I had this bar while I was in my truck, and baby, that thing melted while I was eating it. It was good though, but it's so hot outside. Like, I've been saying, it literally to me feels like Miami without the beach and palm tree aesthetic. Like, what is going on here? But I'm headed in here. I'm also gonna see if I can find a picture frame in here, y'all. A 20 by 30. Yeah, 20 by 30 picture frame, because I want to put this poster that I bought on Etsy up in my kitchen, and so I need a poster picture frame for it. But let's go on ahead in. The fact that I used to be a Starbucks girly and I'm not anymore because of my new health lifestyle is crazy because when I come to Target, I literally be wanting to get Starbucks. All right, y'all. So, just made it back in the car. Wow, that was definitely the longest Target run ever simply because one of the workers, it was only one worker working the returns. So there was one lady in front of me, but she was also doing a pickup order, and they had to go back to like the back of the store essentially and get her pickup order, and it took like at least 25 minutes for them to get that pickup order. And so yeah, but after I did that return, y'all, I ended up picking up some stuff for the boys. If you've been following the vlogs, you know that my oldest two, y'all, start school this month. I've been talking about this on my Patreon. If you aren't on my Patreon and you want to be a part of my Patreon family, do that. But so my Patreon family already know. But y'all, yes, my sons are going to be starting school this month. It's mind-blowing. Do you hear me? And I picked up some stuff for them. The oldest two are going to be in kindergarten. So I picked up these cute books from Target, Addition and Subtraction Skills Workbook. And, you know, it's like one of those books where they can sit and do stuff for their age range. Now, I got stuff like this already at home. Like, I have some of these already at home, but I picked up some new ones. This one is for counting and tracing numbers. So I like these because they're their age and their grade level, and they are new. So they've been doing stuff like this, but this is just new stuff, more activities for them to do to keep them learning, keep them active, keep them busy. And so got this. Never had these before, and these are phonics fun cards. So if you look, it says like shark, but they have to like sound it out like shark. And so I got those. I got pre-kindergarten stuff for my second set of twins. If their birthdays were sooner, they actually would have been going into pre-K this year. And the area that I moved to has pre-K. So the area that I was living in when I was with my kid's father, they didn't have pre-K over there. So I couldn't send Justin and Marcel to pre-K because they didn't have it over there. Not every school has pre-K. I don't know if that's something you guys are aware of, because some people's like, every school has pre-K. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Not every school offers pre-K. So the school that was in their district where we used to live didn't offer it, but the one I live in now offers it. But the second set of twins' birthday is too late in the year. If their birthday was older, they literally will be going into pre-K. So they're going to experience the same thing Justin and Marcel experienced with having to wait and just go to kindergarten. So I got them activities though too. Here's some for pre-K and things like that. So I also picked this up. This is a planner that I'm going to use when Justin goes to school. And I like this because I'm basically able to just keep track of anything that the teachers tell me. And then also if there's something Justin tells me that happened or anything like that that I noticed. Maybe he came home with something, like, you know, anything that I notice, I'm able to write it down with the date. And then I'm also able to keep track of like, okay, this seems like a reoccurring thing. Like, y'all, my kids are going to school for the first time and I'm so nervous, but I'm definitely that parent where I'm going to be on top of stuff because I don't play by my kids, especially about Justin Jr., you know, with all that he has going on with his autism and stuff. So, baby, don't play with mine. Period. So I'm excited though, and I'm going to do a whole vlog, like shopping, school shopping vlog and all of that stuff, so y'all stay tuned for that. But my boys are going to school. I got so many emotions going on, so many emotions. It's bittersweet too, because it's like, you know, I'm going through a divorce right now, so they don't have the ideal family unit that I wanted them to have when going to school. So it's like you kind of have that element, but I'm focused more on the exciting part, which is them going to school, me being able to be just a part of just that, and me being their mom. You know, I'm blessed and thankful, but I try not to waddle in the wishes. Like, I wish that it was this way, or I wish that it was that way. Because honestly, I trust God enough to know what his word says, and his word says that all things work together for the good of those who love him, and I love him, and I know that all of these pieces in my life, even though they may not be the way that I want them, all of them are working for the good. And so I know that my sons are going to have a beautiful, successful, amazing, prosperous year in kindergarten, and I'm just so glad to be their mom and to be just spearheading this journey and just with them every step of the way throughout this. So I'm grateful. Let's keep on with the day. Hey y'all, thank you so much for watching. We're pausing real quick to share a little bit about my Patreon. Love y'all. Mwah. What's going on, guys? It's your girl MaHogany, and if you don't know already, I am also on Patreon. Click the link in the description box to join my Patreon. On my Patreon, I share the real, the raw, and the uncut of my journey, especially my healing journey, going through a divorce, what that looks like, how has that affected my mental health, the kids, and also details around the affair with receipts. I share all of that on my Patreon. And of course, with my YouTube family, I share a lot with you guys too. And some of y'all love what you get, but there's a group of y'all that are like, I want to know more. I want to know deeper. I want to know just how are you doing today mentally? Some things that I can't share publicly on YouTube. So if that's something that you're interested in, definitely head over to my Patreon. It's some of you that are like, hey, I get it. What you went through was hurtful. It wasn't right. And I want to support you in any kind of way. I don't care what you post in your Patreon. I want to be a part. Definitely click the link in my description box. And I have gotten so many comments from people that are like, I'm going through what you're going through right now, or I've been there, and I want a sister, someone that I can talk to about this situation, and we can have real conversations. If that's you, my Patreon is definitely for you too. So click the link in the description box and join me on Patreon as we grow, heal, and be our best selves over there. See you on Patreon. All right, y'all. Next stop is Walmart. If y'all seen the vlog, I got this cute little purse. I love this little purse, y'all. It is so cute. But anywho, that was a random sidebar. Y'all, I gotta get my hair done. It is so oily. I'm probably gonna get it done tomorrow. I love this shortcut though, but it is like so oily right now. But I'm headed into Walmart because I'm getting that poster frame from here, the 20 by 30, because I didn't see one in Target that I liked. So I am headed in here to get one. I parked right in the home area, so this should be super simple. And let me make sure I lock my truck. I'm almost certain I did, but since I was talking to y'all, I like to make sure. Hold on. This purse all fun, so you gotta look for something. Oh my gosh, I can't even, hold on. My key not trying to pick up. Okay, there we go, y'all. Had to make sure that was locked. But I'm getting ready to head on in here so I can get this poster frame. Walgreens did send me an email and let me know that my order with them is ready, because they are who I'm getting the poster printed through. It's actually a poster I got off Etsy. It's so cute. Y'all gonna see it. Y'all gonna see me set it up and everything. But it is really, hey. Okay. Y'all, you're so sweet. But yes, that was somebody that knew me that was wanted me to tell y'all. She said hey. But she know me from YouTube, of course. But anywho, y'all, look at the school supplies. That's gonna be me in a vlog. I'm coming to get the school supplies for my boys. But anyway, let me stay on track. So yes, I got this cute poster off Etsy, and I was like, okay, I want to get this printed, and so I got to print it. I'm getting it printed at Walgreens, and so I just need to find me a frame for it, and then I'm gonna hang it today. I guess I need a nail or something too, don't I? A nail or something. Let me see what they got over here in this section. Okay, so I'm looking for a 20 by, oh, sorry, no, you're fine. 20 by 30, y'all. Oh wait, here's one right here actually. I'm so glad I got this 20 by 30 because I was looking at getting a 24 by 36, but look how big that is. That would have been way too big for what I'm going for. So I'm actually glad that I decided to stick with the 20 by 30 vibes. All right, but I'm trying to find one with the thin frame, like I want one like this, y'all, with the thin. So hopefully I can find that. Because right now I see the 20 by 30, but it's like thick. I don't know if I want that. I feel like what I'm going for is more of a thinner look. But then again, it really don't look bad for real. But y'all gonna see it. I'm gonna set it up today. So, excuse me. I see the 20 by 28. That's not what I'm looking for. Why can't I find a 20 by, they said they had a 20 by 20 by 30. I don't see any more, y'all. I'll let y'all know what I decide and what I do. All right, y'all, so I'm not going to get it from here, but I did look online and I saw that they actually have the thin one I'm looking for at Michael's, and Michael's isn't that far from here, so we're still in there. I'm just going to go ahead and head over to Michael's. And y'all, seeing all the school supplies is sending me right now because it's like I'm literally about to be getting all this stuff for my boys. I already got their book bags on the way. I be so nervous like telling anything that I got for the kids that might can identify them at school and stuff, because people are really, really weird with social media as far as like trying to track what school your kids go to, and oh, I wonder is that them because they got this kind of backpack. But I already got their backpacks already on the way, so I just need to get the school supplies. So I want to take y'all as much as I can on this journey, but it's just like for their privacy, I'm gonna just show as much as I can. But people have really done weird stuff, and not just me but other creators, and so it's like you just got to protect your kids, because me is one thing but my kids, nah. So yeah. All right, y'all, so we are now, I know that was fast. We are now in what do you call this place? Michael's. And they have a lot of different options, y'all, so trying to find the one that exactly looks like what I'm going for. They have this one that's not thick at all, but it's not, I'm looking more so for this right here, y'all. This, like super thin. So that's what I'm going for. It's like, I know I'm not the only person that got a 20, or this to do too. This right here do too, like that thin. I know I'm not the only one. They got a 20, 30 paint picture thing that they want to get hung up, because it's giving, I can find all different kind of variations except that one. But I literally just got here, so let me stop tripping. Here's another one. This is thick, just like the one at Walmart. That 2030 is gonna be so big though. On that wall, it is going to fit perfectly. Do you hear me? All right, y'all, so we found one that works, so I'm gonna get this one. I just came for that, so literally headed to checkout. All right, guys, so on my way to the register, I came across this right here. How are you feeling today? I'm thinking about getting this for Justin Jr. I think this would be really good to like ask him before he goes to school, when he comes back to school, back from school, because you know he has a hard time communicating at times. And I feel like this is a great way for me to check his mood and check in with him and see like, how are you feeling? And then from there I can start further conversation like, okay, would happen, you know. But I feel like this is a great way for him to be able to identify his emotions. Let me show y'all it all the way. But here it is. So I think I'm gonna put this somewhere like on the way out the house type vibe. So I'm gonna grab that. And I don't need to get nothing else. Here you go. Hello, can you phone number? Have a good one. Thank you. Alrighty, y'all. Second to last errand. Headed to the bank to deposit a check. And we love that. Alright, y'all. Last stop of the day. And that is, of course, going to be Walgreens. So I'm going to pick up this poster, y'all. Super excited. So if you've been following along my vlogs, you guys know that the way I am doing my home decor, hey, how you doing? The way I'm doing like my home decor, I didn't want to do an empty house tour. Instead, I wanted to pretty much get each room furnished and then do a furnished house tour. But of course, it's going to take quite some time, a good amount of time, especially since I'm picking my pieces out strategically and making sure it's what I want and what gives off my vibe and element. It would take a bit of time for me to actually do the whole house. And so I'm going to do each room, and I'm going to like do a reveal of each room, if that makes sense. So of course my whole house is being furnished, like bed is being made, TVs are being put on the wall, and you'll see those things happening like in my vlogs, little pieces. But I don't want to reveal the entire room or the entire space until that particular room is done, if that makes sense. So I'm going to be doing something for my kitchen today, but I'm not going to be like revealing my whole kitchen, even though the kitchen and the living room is honestly going to be like the last things that I do for real. All right, y'all, so we are inside Walgreens. I'm getting ready to get my poster. They sent me an email. How you doing?
Good, how are you doing?
Good, saying that it was ready like a good minute ago, probably like around noon. So all right, y'all, so I got my poster. I am so freaking excited. Cannot wait to set it up, y'all. All right, y'all, so we are headed to the house, and we're gonna set up our poster, do a chit chat, get into the title, okay? Which is a whole thing to unpack. But let's do it. Alright, y'all, so I am literally headed back to the store because they did not print the right size. And I'm so glad that I got home early so that I have time to do this, because one thing I've been doing that I feel like has helped me and will continue to help me is when the sitter's watching the kids, I come home like an hour early, and it allows me to not feel so kind of bum rushed into like, okay, I gotta pick up where the routine left off. It gives me time to just breathe in my house, sit down, do anything that I want to do, and then, you know, start with the kids. So that really has been helping me, and I'm glad that I did that today, especially because, look, I need to run back up here.
I just fucked a cup of water. Cause you pee, red band, and a card. I'ma pee you out your whole endorsement. She ain't vanilla for me, she simply portion. I never saw ops, now we finally touched. She ready to get in the streets with me, no question. Too rich to text, I let my shoulder forward. Ain't a P of the alphabets, nigga try to sort it. I'm pushing P.
What's going on, guys? Today's a new day. After I hung that post up, y'all, and just got into the whole routine with the kids, I was just like, I'm gonna pick up on this video later. And so it's a new day. I have on this green like sweat set, and y'all, it's like 97 degrees out, so I don't know why I have long sleeves on, but it's so comfortable. I've worn this set, I know, at least 2 to 3 times since I bought it, because it is so comfortable. You need them clothes where you can just throw something on and it's just like do your errands, do whatever you need to do. And so that's what I got on right now, and I love this green on my skin. I got my hair done last night, and it's been a good day. As you guys saw from the title of this video, I was talking about how I've been feeling angry lately, and I'm trying to shake that feeling. I've been working through it with my therapist, and you know, she's told me that it's just a normal part of the grief cycle. However, I don't like feeling this way, so I've been trying to just shake it and get myself back in the mood and things like that. But I feel like a lot of my like frustration, I call it anger because I feel like that's the best word, because I don't even feel like it's really frustration. I think it's just me just being kind of mad about the situation I'm in, you know. Really mad and disappointed because, y'all, somebody's blasting music. Hold on. All right, y'all, I had to wait till that music clear because sis is trying to do a video. And that was from one of my neighbors. But anywho, I've been feeling just kind of angry about like the whole situation that I'm in. And by that, I mean, I feel like I worked so hard to do things right, as far as like getting married, waiting several years into my marriage before having kids. And I wanted more than anything to have a family that had both parents in the home, married, great examples for our kids. And I just felt really angry that one, that didn't work out. And it's just like, and not so much from the relational part, like, oh, I'm mad the relationship didn't work out. Like, okay, that's one thing. But from even like the family aspect of it, it's just like, you know, my mom, she didn't get married, you know, before having me. And I feel like we know so many people that didn't get married before having kids, and they end up being single moms, and baby moms never were wives and things like that. And this isn't to knock them at all or anything, but I just knew very young in my life that I wanted to be different, and I wanted to break that generational curse for my family, because I know the power of generational curses. You know, y'all know them families where everybody can sing in a family, like the grandma, then the, like, it just, it's like a generational thing, right? Just like gifts and talents get passed down, generational curses get passed down too. And that might be a generational curse of poverty or lack or a certain mindset. If you don't be intentional about breaking those things, they continue to repeat. Generation after generation, you'll find that her mama was a baby mama, and now she's a baby mama, now she, you know. And granted, you know, I'm a soon-to-be ex-wife, so it definitely, I truly believe there's definitely a difference between being a baby mama and, you know, an ex-wife with kids, but that's not what this video is about. But I just always wanted my kids to grow up with their mother and their father in their home, fostering them in a loving, just environment. And I was just really angry, and having just angry and processing that emotion, because it's like, you know, you try to do everything right and still look. And this isn't like to blame the other person or anything. This is just my self-reflection, because, you know, I look back and there's things that I could have did as well. And what I mean by that is noticing some red flags. I could have turned around and been like, you know what I'm saying? But as I shared with you guys before, I really believed in like the potential of the person, and I knew that they had it in them to be who they needed to be for our household to be successful. But I've also learned that you can't, potential is not promised. Just because they have the potential to be a great father, the potential to be a great husband, doesn't mean that they actually going to evolve into that, you know? And for so many years, I know I hung on to that potential, because it was just like, you know, all you got to do is just stop doing this. All you got to do is this. And it's like, you know, that person knew what to do. So it's like all you got to do is just close the gap, you know? And I knew that every year I'm changing, I'm growing, I'm being better. So I'm believing that, you know, this person can do that too. But even in that, after X amount of years, I should have looked and been like, okay, well, they ain't did it yet, you know? So this isn't to, make it seem like I didn't have a role in that, being too forgiving, too gracious, too, But I just felt really angry because just like now I have kids and it's like up to my kids now to break this generational thing. Like I want my kids to, like it has to stop. The broken homes have to stop. And, I hope this just encourages someone to make better decisions than I did as far as like who you're partnering with, you know what I'm saying? Because if you have it in you to really want to break these things, the person that you are with has to have it in them to break it too. And they can't say that, oh, I want, like, because I do believe, my kid's father had like the intentions, but like the intent, they got to have the intentions, they had to have the willpower. They have, because I know when it came to me, whatever I got to do to not let this fall on my kids, to not allow my kids to live out what I had to go through, And again, my situation is different because yes, I did get married, but I still feel like a lot of the things that I experienced as a child, like with my father not being there and just different things like that, in a way, my kids can still go through those same feelings and those same feelings of abandonment. Who knows what kind of emotions they're going to grow up with as time goes on, but I feel like there's room now for them to grow up with that versus if both people were just on the same page more, this could have been avoided, I feel like. And, my therapist recommended that, like, she was like, have you shared these feelings with, that person? I'm like, what's the point? But I did decide to share and let them know, like, I'm really mad about X, Y, and Z. And I mean, it was like they apologized, but I wasn't even looking for their apology to, heal my feelings of, anger or whatever. But I thought maybe sharing it would do something, but it didn't. It just made me even more mad because I'm just like, why, but that's neither here or there. And so I'm just trying to sort through these emotions that I've been feeling, and I just make sure, because a lot of you guys say that y'all see me glowing, y'all see me prospering, and all of that is because of God and because of my willingness to just keep going and trusting him and loving him and be forgiving. And I haven't been bitter in all of this. And so as I feel these emotions of anger and things like that, I am making sure that I feel them and release them and don't hold on to them, because I want God to still bless me. I want God to still trust me. And God knows my heart, but it's like walking through this journey, you don't just forgive once. You just don't get mad once. It's a constant. I've learned feeling it, releasing it. Feeling it 2 months later, releasing it. That's a firework, y'all. Feeling it and releasing it. So it's a lot, but I just wanted to share this chapter with you guys, share this feeling, and you guys comment down below how you guys feel, if you've ever been, and how you guys feel by, like, have you ever been through something like this and felt like this, or maybe you went through this and didn't feel like this. But I am working to just process these emotions and just shake that feeling. But I do these last few days, last 2 weeks, I feel like I just been kind of angry, just angry, because it's like, when you try so hard to break a cycle and boom, it still happens. It's just like, but I'm starting to look at things differently though, as far as like, instead of always being like, I didn't want this. Yeah, okay, I didn't want it, but let's look at in all the ways this person making this decision did caused me to be fruitful in a way, if that makes sense. I'm trying to, my therapist calls it self-talk, when, okay, you can look at it like, I didn't want this divorce, and because this person wanted this divorce, their actions have put me in predicaments that I feel are unfair. Yes, that's true, but what's the bright side of that? I've grown, I've flourished, I've learned so much about myself. I've learned so much about how I can get things done. Like, I've learned about my strength, and I've discovered myself in more ways. I've been able to show you guys me in more ways. I see y'all's comments all the time, and y'all just like, girl, like, your growth has just been wow. Like, I was looking at, there was this one girl, she left a comment, she was like, I was looking at your videos from in the past and to now. It's just like, your growth is crazy. And like, I appreciate that, because I've been putting that work in. Y'all hear me? Yes, I've been losing weight and stuff and working with a trainer, but baby, that inner work, I've been putting it in. I've been putting it in. And I'm going to continue, but I try to just look at the bright side of everything. And so even as I process these emotions of like feeling angry, I'm like, okay, yes, this may not be fair. It may not have been what you wanted. You might feel all these things, but what's the positive of that? You know, what have you been able to experience that is positive in the midst of all of this? So that's where I am today. I try to be really vulnerable with y'all and share my emotions and things. Ooh, y'all, it's a fly that's just getting on my nerves. I really go into detail on my Patreon and stuff. We have like live streams and things like that where people are able to ask me like questions that are a part of my Patreon. So if you're interested in that, definitely head over to my Patreon. Link is in the description box. But I'm trying to also be more vulnerable with you guys. YouTube is a whole nother beast, or, you know, because my videos aren't just on YouTube, but they're also on Facebook and just different platforms that I use. And social media is a whole nother beast. And sometimes, like, when you do be vulnerable, it's like, because honestly, when it comes to vulnerability, I feel like you're kind of like this when you're not being vulnerable, right? Or let's just say you're like this when you're not being vulnerable. When you do be vulnerable, you open up and let people know how you're feeling, how you're doing. And if you're not careful and strong enough, when you open up like that to social media, they go doo, 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 doo. And it's not like a lot of people, but when you're in a fragile state, the negative Nancy's and the Karens and stuff, they can really push you over to the edge. But as I've just continued to walk every day and get stronger in this process, I've been able to be more vulnerable with y'all, because, you know, I've been able to build myself up and be stronger and, you know, not worry about what people got to say. Now, 7 months ago or whatever, or before this whole divorce happened, I wasn't, like, stuff like that really didn't bother me. But this divorce and me navigating this new chapter is it's made me so fragile in a way. And it took me some time to get built up to this level where it's like, baby, this is my life, and what you got to say about it, and how I'm doing what I'm doing, and how I'm healing and processing, that's my business, and I'm doing the best I can. But in the beginning, I was just so like, child, crying, and just hurt. And it was like all online because of what I do for work. I couldn't just turn off the camera for 2 months because, you know, this is my job. And when people go through life things, they can't just not go to work for 2 months unless, you know, you're really well off or whatever. But baby, with 6 kids and a whole life, I could take off a few weeks, but it's 2 months soon. But I say all that to say, I've been strengthened throughout this whole process. And so now for my social media and stuff, I'm able to be like more vulnerable and, you know, more open to just sharing things and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap up. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being locked in with me. It has definitely been a journey. Can y'all believe it? Like, before all of this happened, you know, with my family, I wasn't even posting on my channel that much. If you go back and look at the videos from 2023, I wasn't posting on here like that. I just started posting on here really consistently in 2024. And y'all have really grown with me. Like, y'all are loyal. I love y'all. Y'all support me. You leave comments. I love y'all so much. Like, when I say I don't take it for granted, I don't. I appreciate every comment, every thumbs up. I appreciate it all. And I pray that we just continue to build a beautiful, flourishing community over here. That's what my goal is. I want y'all to feel like y'all are in this with me. And I want y'all to know that through my journey, you can get through tough things, you can overcome, you can heal, you can grow, you can love, you can rise in the midst of adversity. And I want to hear y'all stories of flourishing as well, y'all stories of growing. Like, I'm invested, baby. It's only up from here. And as my brand continues to evolve, y'all gonna see before your eyes what God is really gonna do, because I know God is going to blow my mind, and he's going to blow y'all's too, honestly, if you allow him to lead your life. But I'm excited for all that God is going to do. And y'all, I was just talking with my team and getting ready to film the commercial for I'm Not the Girl I Used to Be. Y'all know I did the audio book. Like, y'all getting ready to see it go up. Like, your girl's been working, and I couldn't be more happier. Like, yes, there's a lot of things in my life that I'm upset about or angry. But at the same time, it's like I'm the most happy I've been in a long time. May sound weird, but my therapist say you can feel multiple emotions at once. And I feel like that's how I feel. Like, I'm so happy, but then I'm so like hurt some days, but I'm still so happy. But then sometimes I'm angry. And you know, I just take each day by day. And that's why I encourage y'all to do and trust God. Let's pray before I go. Lord God, thank you for this day. Thank you for waking us up, starting us on our way, Lord. I pray that you will continue to lead and guide us, God, and protect us. Thank you for your angels who stand guard around us. God, thank you for protection from things that we may not even know are attacks against us, people that we don't even know are the enemy. God, thank you for your protection. Thank you for protection on the highways and byways. Thank you for protecting our children as they're in summer camps and then as they start to go to school. God, thank you for your protection. Thank you for protection on our bodies. God, I thank you for healing, God, us from the inside out. God, healing us of brokenness and low self-esteem and hurt and heartbreak, God, and even of cancers and diseases. God, I thank you that you can heal us from anything, God, and for that we say thank you. We love you. We honor you. There's nobody like you, God. There's nobody like you. Nobody like you. Even though people might use different synonyms, they believe in this, they believe in that, but God, I know here, God, I can say that I believe in you, Lord. And I thank you and I give you the credit because it's you. It's not me. It's not me. When people say they see a glow, it's God. When people say they see growth, it's God. When people say they see the prosperity, they see the blessings, they see this, God, I know it's you. It's not me. So God, thank you, God, for your spirit that dwells in the inside of me, that leads me and is able to, God, gives me the strength to just be and do all the things that many people love or are inspired by. God, I pray for those who may have never experienced you before, God, that may be hurting, or maybe, God, they just want to know you. God, I pray that you'll come into their home right now in the name of Jesus, and they'll get to know you like never before. God, we thank you for everything that you're doing. It's in Jesus' name I pray. God, we ask for forgiveness of our sins, known and unknown. Amen. All right, y'all. Till next time, babes. I love y'all so much. Make sure you follow me on all social media platforms, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.